Hi, I'm Michael Sinoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
You can give a person a solution to their problem, or if you can give a person what they want, not necessarily what they need, because people don't really buy what they need, they buy what they want, you're going to be in business for a long time.
Why don't you introduce yourself, tell them basically what you do, how you got into it, who you are, and what are some of the things that you offer that you think you can help any of my listeners who are new to marketing or even in their advanced stages of marketing.
My name is Taylor Trump. I'm a project manager for my uncle's construction firm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Also a copywriter and small business management specialist and an online and offline marketing specialist.
Okay.
How I got involved was basically I stumbled onto the internet and I was like, what is this? I bought a laptop to use for some software I had developed for the construction industry to simplify things, to take 90% of the paperwork out of it and make a job run a lot smoother. And also I wanted to add just sexiness to my job and add some more money centers to my job with the construction. So I stumbled onto the internet, stumbled onto some websites, and it's all just by happenstance, just chance. And started asking a few questions. I started seeing that some people were making some real serious money doing something that I had always wanted to do, and that was learn how to write persuasively and learn how to market, learn how to understand what marketing was, not on the surface level, but on a deeper level, and learn how to do it like the experts did it, only better than them eventually.
How long ago was it that you first got introduced to this stuff?
I'd say 2.5 to almost 3 years ago.
When you saw this stuff, did it hit you like a ton of bricks?
Oh yeah, I was overwhelmed. I was spending, I would venture to say, 18 hours a day on the internet. I was on there till 2 in the morning. I would get up at 5:30, 6 in the morning, look at a couple websites, and then go to my office, and then look at more websites. I bought 2 more high-speed laptops, started buying different products, downloading stuff, and just start interacting with different people.
And what concepts did you pick up as far as learning, as far as marketing? First of all, who were you most impressed with? Who was your personal favorite out of these marketing gurus?
I would have to say, hands down, Jay Abraham.
And what was the first Jay Abraham material that you were exposed to?
The first Jay Abraham material I was exposed to, I think I had purchased from you, and it might have been Your Marketing Genius at Work.
That was the first Jay Abraham stuff you got, huh?
I think so.
Okay, great.
Correctly. I have so much of it now, I don't even know.
Well, I think you got just about everything you had from me. I don't know. You did get a lot of stuff from me.
Yeah.
Now, once you started studying this stuff, did you apply it to your construction business?
Yep. Immediately.
And did you?
Down with my uncle and said, you're not going to believe this, but there's some other ways that we can make a ton of money without having to do any labor. There's deals we can structure, all kind of little things we can do. He was not interested at all.
So he wasn't interested in all at implementing any of that stuff?
None of it. That was construction, and that's all he was interested in doing.
All right, so you didn't really implement it. So then you went ahead and just did your own stuff.
I kind of run my own part of the business. I implemented it on my own. I had, I would say at that time, $27 and $30 million worth of construction work going on, which is nothing. That's 2 or 3 projects. I had that going on, and I decided, okay, look, I'm building these large spaces, 30, 40, 50,000 square foot buildings for these people. They're going to need other things, like someone to keep their lawn up, someone supply and install an alarm system, motion detectors. I said, what if I hooked up with people who did these things, developed my own list, I could contact them and tell them, look, I can either give you the lead for this amount of money, or else we can work out some deal where when you close the deal, you can give me a certain amount of money. Like a small little indiscriminate joint venture partnership type deal.
And did you do that?
Yes, I did.
And it worked?
It's still working.
That's great. It's just a matter of making the phone calls and bringing the service and the vendor together.
That's all it is. I'm bringing the subcontractor together with the owner of the project, or the architect.
Let me ask you, you studied a lot of internet stuff. Is there a lot of hype and bullshit out there?
Yeah, there is.
How can someone separate what's real and what's not real when they're surfing the internet and they're getting all kinds of offers and stuff like that?
The first and most important thing they can do is use their common sense. If you go to a website and they say, we can triple your sales overnight, there's nothing that can be done overnight except sleep.
Right.
You can't do anything else overnight except sleep. There are, Jay Abraham, he can do something overnight for you.
Right.
$100,000. You're not going to get those secrets for free. You're not going to get any secrets for free. You're going to have to pay some money for them. But, like Jay says, if I can show you how to make $1, will you give me a quarter? Yeah. For each dollar I can make you, will you give me a quarter back? Well, yeah, that's a fair proposition. I will give you a quarter back. And that's what you have to do on the internet. You're going to have to invest some money. You're going to have to invest some time. You're going to have to do some research. And then you're going to have to apply and test what you learn.
I see. Let me ask you this. So when you establish a deal like that, and it all does sound very easy, that principle, if I can bring you in a new dollar, and would you pay me a quarter of it? How do you structure something like that? Do you do a legal contract? Do you just do a handshake, a gentleman's agreement? What would you advise as far as setting up a deal like that? Paperwork or legality or what?
You always do a contract. I have 2 businesses here in Minneapolis that I do business with, and me and the people went to college together. We're the best of friends. At first, it was a handshake. When they saw how much money they had to pay me, then we had to sit down and sign a contract. Initially, the best thing to do always is just sign a contract.
Do you have an attorney that you have draw it up?
No, what I have is a product I got from you, the Abraham's contract guide.
So you actually use that as a skeleton for your contracts?
Correct. It covers all the bases. And, of course, you can add to it by addendum, or you can redraft it and things like that.
What would it cost to have an attorney draw up a contract like that?
$25,000 maybe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I showed it to my attorneys. I showed it to our corporate attorneys, who are the same attorneys that did the tobacco settlement here in Minnesota. And they looked at it and they said, oh, yeah, we could draft something like this. It would take us one day, but we charge you $25,000.
That's incredible.
Yep.
So are you still friends with the guy who you did the joint venture?
Yeah, we're still friends.
It puts a strain.
Yeah, it puts a strain on the friendship. And I've told them, listen, I would like to just discontinue our business and go back to being friends, hanging out, doing things we used to do. They said, well, you know what? I'd rather not be your friend, and we continue with the business.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had some deals you've tried to set up, and it's not a perfect world. You may have to try and set up 5 deals to get 2. Is that realistic?
You know, it depends. If the people come and look for you, you'll set up a lot more deals. You'll set up 4 out of 5. If you go and look for the people and you have to solicit to them, first of all, you have to sell them on the idea. That takes time, and you have to build a relationship and build a rapport. And then their schedules are so hectic because they're not running their business. They're just running around in their business. You really can't help them. I have a client in Hawaii who pays me a lot of money, but he doesn't do anything because he's so busy. He won't take any of my advice. He won't stop. He won't listen, but he's consistently paying me. I'm going to fire him because I don't want to take his money because he's wasting his own time.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.